are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports One. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Court here on a Friday, day 2 at the Open Championship and the start of the second half.
Hell yeah,
of
brother.
The Major League Baseball season. How you doing, brother?
Great, dude. So stoked to have baseball back, brother. And of course, PGA. I know the weather, the whatnot. But so many different storylines to go over after day 1, and as we're obviously in progress on day 2, but definitely stoked to talk some Mets and MLB frenzy. I feel like first time in forever, dude.
It feels so much longer than technically what the last game was on Sunday, so we there's 4 days off. Felt like there was about 20 days off, to be honest. So it is kind of crazy that we finally get started. And I'm excited too, because I think sure, that last game of the first half, didn't go as planned there, blowing it late. But I think you showed something to everybody that you beat the Orioles, and now it's time. Tampa's here. This is where 4-game sets. You haven't had really too many dominant ones, as Ludwig Aubert missed a birdie putt to move up to 3 over. He's going to remain at 4 over. That looks like a tap-in. But yeah, you just want to start on solid footing. 4 against the Rays, 2 against the Mets, and the Mets embarrass you pretty much those 2 games at Citi Field. So let's kick their ass. Let's go. Enough is enough, though. You know what I mean? It's like you gotta make a statement here in the second half, and I fully expect them to do. And speaking of making a statement, how about the 2019 champion golfer of the year, Shane Lowry, a 2-shot lead at the moment. He's done with his second round, 66 yesterday, 69 today. The Irishman, Tony, in the lead here by 2 over Daniel Brown, who's making his Open debut.
Daniel Brown, huh, dude?
Shot 65 yesterday, +1 today. Conditions were good in the morning, and as we see on the screen to my left here, the wind is hollering. But what are your thoughts about, Lowry at -7, but Scotty Scheffler playing the 18th hole now, and it looks like he finished. Okay. Scheffler has finished 2 rounds of 70. So he's 2 under, 5 shots back of Lowry. But what do you think about Shane Lowry here? 2-shot lead. There are some bigger names like Justin Rose, 3 shots back. Obviously, a lot of golf left to be played. But I think, nevertheless, an impressive start from Shane Lowry.
Yeah, I think so, dude. I mean, you'll get it at his first round. He kept it very clean. No bogeys. Excuse me. Today was a little rocky, obviously. Rightfully so, as you saw the wind kind of ramping up. It shows the second half. I feel like his back 9. On 11, he had a double bogey, which was kind of tough to drop him down to even, actually, but ends up finishing 2 under. So I think kind of bounced back even a little bit around 16. He birdied 18 to end the day as well. So I mean, you got to be a little impressed, honestly, especially in a field obviously with competitive golfers, the best out there, where it seems like that they're all having a tough time. For Lowry to I guess bend a little bit in round 2 but not break. I mean, sets himself up for a great round 3 coming up tomorrow for sure. So should be interesting to see. In terms of Scotty, I mean, I don't know. I know he's 5 shots back. I'm not going to sit here and say he doesn't have a shot, but I mean, right now, I don't know. Just by the way the ball is falling, it seems like he may not be. I'm not going to say he's not going to be the winner.
History shows. The Open is not his best major,
right?
That's for sure. But if I ever felt good about somebody halfway through a tournament, 5 shots back, it would be Scotty Scheffler. The amount of tournaments he's won this year. Justin Rose hanging in there, Tony. He's only through 8 today, but he's 2 under. He shot 69 yesterday. Would not be surprised if he ends up in the final pairing on Sunday. A lot remains to be seen there. What about Billy Billy Horschel won that
dude.
alternate event earlier this year to get into the field. 72 yesterday, 68 today. He's obviously looking for his first career major. You have Dean Burmester, not a well-known name here, but 2 under, 71, 69. So he finds himself halfway through this tournament 5 shots back, as well as Scotty Scheffler, as well as Joaquin Niemann, who's 2 under. Today shot 71 yesterday. So off to a hot start up to this point. Can he put together a good round with these tough conditions? That's what's going to remain to be seen. Can the golfers navigate these brutal conditions? Russell Henley, 69 yesterday. He's even through 2 today. He's 2 under. Corey Connors shot rounds at 71 and 70. He's 1 under. Jason Day is 1 under. 3 under today, plus 2 yesterday. Xander Schauffele, 69 yesterday, plus 1 today. He's -1. Patrick Cantley, plus 2 yesterday, 68 this morning. He's -1. And then you have a bunch of golfers at even par. Matthew Jordan, Alex Noren, Nikolai Hogar, Chris Kirk, Tony Finau was even yesterday. He's even through 2 today. Can he get into red figures? Dustin Johnson, we haven't seen him even make the cut at a major in a while or be anywhere near the top of the leaderboard. He's in the a tie for 20th with Brooks Koepka. Johnson going 74 yesterday, plus 3, -2 today for a +1 overall. Same score as Koepka, 70 yesterday for Brooks, 73 today. Colin Morikawa is also finished. He's tied with them, -1 today, +2 yesterday. Mackenzie Hughes, the Canadian here, 69 yesterday, +3 today, playing the 18th hole. A Tony favorite, Thorben Olsen, 72 yesterday, even today. He's +1, as is Matthew Pavone, who's through 2. Olsen through 5. And you go further down the list here. John Rahm just got started on his second round. He shot +2 yesterday. He's even through 1 today. Same story for the defending champ, Brian Harmon. Tyrrell Hatton hasn't teed off yet. He was +2 yesterday. And then a Tony favorite, a grizzled vet, 50+ years of age, Patrick Harrington, the 2-time Open champion, 3-time major champion, 72 yesterday, 73 today. He's +3 in a tie for 40th. So he looks like he'll be around for the weekend, as well as a former Open champ, Jordan Spieth, 71 yesterday, 74 today. I thought we had some breaking news, but that was just the bagpipes for Tom Kim's tee shot here at number 3. Kim +5 in a tie for 69. So a little work to do, most likely to make the weekend. We talked about JT struggling after a good round. 68 yesterday. He's +6 through 8 holes, Tony, today. So is he going to completely fall apart here? Keegan Bradley, 74 yesterday. He tees off at 10:21. Kind of remarkable with Thomas. Like, even though we've seen this happen before, didn't expect it to fall apart this quickly. And you figured at some point, this guy's won a couple majors, that he would figure it out.
Yeah, dude. Like you said, definitely didn't expect it to fall apart this quickly. I don't know, though. I mean, I understand this guy's won a couple of majors, and maybe you would think he would figure it out. But, I mean, many more opportunities or chances are you going to give this guy? I mean, Is he going to figure it out? Like, do you think he ever will? Is it just a matter of right time, right place? And it's just like one more time he wins it?
Yeah, it strikes me as that maybe he gets one more.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know, the consistency, him being even a top 5 golfer in the world, it just doesn't seem like we're going to get that again.
It's crazy, dude.
I know. So that remains to be seen. Further down the list here, another grizzled vet, Alex Sejka, whatever. Anyway, he won the Senior Open last year to get into this field, 73-74. So right now on the cut line of +5, but with the golfers struggling, you would think he sticks around for the weekend. We'll see. Same thing with Phil Mickelson. Same identical scores here. Another +50 for you, Tony. 73 and 74. You have Victor Hovland and Ludwig Aubert, who both shot 75 yesterday. They're on the course right now, +4 even on the first hole. So they look to stick around for the weekend. Minwoo Lee, an even par 71, but he's +5 today through 10. Can he navigate this back nine to make the weekend? We'll see. Bryson DeChambeau, a very disappointing 76 yesterday. He's even through 2. He's at +5. Robert McIntyre, a +1 yesterday. He's +4 through 2. So a lot of trouble early for him. Can he stick around for the weekend? Max Homa and Will Zalatoris both shot 76. They're a +5 and tee off momentarily. So will they make the weekend? We'll see. Further down the leaderboard here, Ricky Fowler at +6. He's obviously hoping for that cut line to move to +5 after rounds of 79 and 69. So a 10-stroke disparity there. You have former Open champion Darren Clark at +6, 77, 71. Another 50+ for Tony. Matthew Fitzpatrick +6 today. +6 overall, +7 today, 78 after opening with a 70. He hopes to, get lucky and make the weekend here. Former Open champion Zach Johnson, +6, 76 yesterday, +1 through his first 5 holes. Aske Bahadia doesn't look like he'll be hanging around for the weekend. Rounds of 76 and 73 have him at +7. And speaking of +7, Rory McIlroy, a 78 yesterday, Tony. A par on number 1 here. Does he have something up his sleeve to make the weekend? First thoughts?
No.
Really?
Nothing.
Like, what type of round? What score do you think he's going to get today? He's 3-4 over at least?
Yeah, I would say that 4 over. Let's go 4 over.
The champion of this tournament, last time it was held at Royal Troon, Henrik Stenson, 73-73. 77, 73, so +8. Most likely not going to make the weekend, along with your guy, Luis Oosthuizen. Unfortunately, 78 yesterday and 72 today, so at +8.
Pipe dream.
Denny McCarthy, supposedly the best putter on tour. What good does it do him? A tie for 123rd, +9 rounds of 73 and 78. Stuart Sink, hoping for a lightning in a bottle, Tony. 76 yesterday, but he's +4 through his first 5 holes today. And we continue to go down the leaderboard. How about 2 years ago, champion golfer of the year, Cam Smith will be heading home for the weekend after rounds of 80 and 74.
What a bum.
And we have to get to it, Tony. Speaking of going home for the weekend, Tiger, 79 yesterday, 77 today, and we both tempered our expectations going in, but unfortunately, Tiger couldn't even meet those as he finishes +14 and misses the cut at his 3rd major in a row.
First time in his career, right?
Probably.
Which is, it really is crazy to see. We talked about it. You said the tempered expectations. I don't know, man. I mean, maybe I expected a little bit too much, even at that, because with the good start, the birdie we watched yesterday, obviously it was just downhill from there. And we talked about it. The way he was looking on the course, a little bit better, but still the weather, the sweater, the neck warmer thing. I mean, I just feel like this tournament is not set up for him at all.
No, once you see that, I mean, he has to once you see the neck warmer, it's over. And I think he just has to get really lucky and have where the weather's good. But I think he's going to get to a point where he's like, I'm not even going to make the trip. Like, I think I think by far his best chance to win again, even though we both agree probably not happening, is at a Masters.
Yeah, probably. And even so.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's where he's going to play the best, definitely. Speaking of going home for the weekend, Wyndham Clark, rounds of 78 and 80. So, he's really fallen off since that win at the rain-shortened AT&T Pebble Beach National, 78 and 80 +16, as well as Justin Leonard, the 1997 champ at Royal Troon, 80 yesterday, +7 today. Todd Hamilton, the 04 champ, 82 yesterday, +6 through 12 today. And unfortunately, our guys, Ernie Els and John Daly, withdrawing, Tony, after rounds of 82 yesterday. More likely that they actually were hurt, or more just not feel like going through the rigmarole of another tough round at Royal Troon today.
I mean, Daly definitely just was fed up.
Yeah.
I don't think Els was injured either. Yeah, no.
Well, and also, too, I don't think Daly will play in it. I'm sure Ernie will, as long as he's healthy. The Senior Open is next week. So,
okay.
He just won his first senior major championship. last week. So I'm sure he'd love to add to that collection, and probably was just like, why am I going to put myself through this? I'm not making the weekend with an 82.
Yeah. And I mean, at least you got one round out there, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, that's kind of the update here. We got the coverage in front of me. So we'll certainly keep you posted, along the way. What would you say, Tony, up to this point, biggest surprise for you?
I guess more so now at this point, I guess is Hovland just blowing it.
Yeah, you thought he's
really
talented, he's going to turn it around, even though it hasn't shown in his play. He's kind of due.
Yeah. And it just, I really thought this was it, but it doesn't matter. I mean, it really doesn't at this point because he really
he's out of it.
He's out of it. He really is not even if he come back and again talk about maybe a 10-stroke difference in a round or two, something like that. No, doesn't matter.
Biggest surprise for me is Bryson. He's on the course now. He's at +5, which is the cut line. So, if he could put something together around to even, you would think he makes the weekend. But I just, listen, I know this has been tough for a lot of golfers so far, but I just didn't expect him to open with a 76 like that.
Yeah, no, I hear you on that one. What do you think it is? Do you think it's the weather at that point for him?
The weather. It's just so different than any tournament that these guys play, and especially if you didn't play the Scottish last week, you're not used to it. So.
Definitely, and I mean these are the best golfers in the world, and they're making, they're looking a little foolish out there.
Yeah,
it's a tough course. Dude.
But I mean that the pin is shaking, Tony. Watching it now, Tom Kim out of the bunker, pretty good shot. And I mentioned I did tease this to you before. The show finally put it together. Sub 90, Tony. 87 at Sterling.
Go,
yesterday.
baby.
43 on the front. 44 on the back.
Wow.
Hard 4 out of the last 7, including the last 2 holes.
That's freaking awesome, Brian.
Yeah. So definitely was pumped.
Yeah, dude.
Feel like I really do have it figured out. The fast green's there. So it's all about tempo with the putting. Don't overdo it with the break. And then with the regular shots, it's just, I was talking about this with John last night. It's just everything down and compact. I feel like that is so big. I think that's way more important than any other golf technique. Everybody gets so crazy with like grips and swing paths and stuff. I feel like just do your natural swing and stay the fuck down.
Yeah, no, literally, stay down is right. I mean, you talked about that earlier. That's sick, dude. What was your, I guess, best shot, your favorite shot that you had all day?
18th hole. And listen, they're probably because how a lot of my drives are like shot out of a cannon, basically. So had one of those, literally rolled out to 300 yards at 18.
Wow.
But I parred it. But I kind of blew an opportunity. I think the GPS said I was like a roughly 170, which for me, it seemed like, okay, I mean, a 9-iron, I should be able to get it on the front of the green, roll it on. I hit the 9-iron short. If I hit an 8, I would have been squarely on. I putt it from like way off the green and still leave myself 30 feet. And then obviously don't make that putt. So that was an eagle putt off the green. And then the birdie putt doesn't go. You know what I mean? So it's like, should have been able to birdie it. That's basically what I'm telling you. Or had a look for eagle. So I just kind of botched the end of it. But at the end of the day, par is par. That's what, we all strive for.
Yeah. What are you upset about?
Because I've never had an eagle before. As DeChambeau, long birdie putt will not go.
We got a few comments if you want to get some comments here.
Yeah.
We have, of course, at the top of the show, we have
former champion golfer of the year, Kev Dew.
Former champion golfer of the year. He wants the smoke. He says, sorry, guys, in and out all day today. Just like yesterday, hard to listen while I'm doing boiler inspections. But let's have a great show, he says. Anytime you can give us, Kev Dew, greatly appreciated. Josh B, speaking of greatly appreciated, my family, he says, what's up? Happy Friday.
Josh
Happy
B.
back to baseball day.
Let's go,
Hashtag
Yankees!
TCA, hashtag sports, hashtag DTV. And now question, the fantasy league. Now, is this just through the weekend and then Monday's the next week sort of deal? So this is tight.
Yep.
Still got to get to work here.
Company chief Anthony Brander. Remember I was telling you Luis Heel was texting me again, trying to get me to take Heel. And I said, listen, because he wants Alvarez, and then he's trying to throw in Terang. And I'm like, I don't think you understand. Like, number one, I don't want to trade Alvarez. And then number two, I mean, as big of a Yankee fan as I am, I understand what's going on here with Heel. Like
Right.
there's gonna be like for fantasy second half, like
Could be kinda
besides
tough.
that he could taper, he's
Yeah.
gonna get shut down. So
Right.
I just feel like with trades, like I'm kind of like anybody trying to negotiate a trades, like worst nightmare. Like I'm not
Literally.
like you're not getting you're gonna get a deal with me.
Yeah,
huh?
no, yeah, you're not.
No, you're not. No, because it's not even a call to him. Like
Right.
I just feel like though everybody attempts to do that. And it's just like, why are we wasting our time?
You know, literally
Like, if
everyone
you're-
does attempt to try and get a deal, and it's just
Right.
like I'm not like I can see through what you're doing, dude. Like,
And I think too, for you, if you really want a trade to go through, you almost like that offer. You almost have to feel like you're giving up a little more to have any chance of it going through. Everybody does like these like short change trade offers. And
it's
it's like,
not
why?
gonna-
I mean, unless like you don't have a brain, like why would you accept these deals?
Right,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah.
Speaking of why would you accept these deals, Jay Bird says, "Let's go. Baseball is back, baby."
I
he
thought Jay
says.
was helping a friend,
a friend.
move.
Yeah,
today, right?
he's helping his friend.
I'm
move.
surprised he had time to listen to this.
And honestly, me too, dude. Me too. Kev Deuce says, "What for Jay Bird?" My mother in the house says, "Hi, fellas."
Hello,
And then one of our favorite top fans here, Matthew Ryan. Yankees will dominate the second half, he says. And then he says, Tiger is done. And then he says, I shot a 45 on 9 through a league.
I mean, congratulations, Matthew. If
That's
you wouldn't
sick.
mind, I'm just curious if you could give us the course, fly over. Let's get it done.
yeah. And then Matthew Ryan says Mets are going under 500 second half.
And then Kev
I don't think
says,
so, dude.
Chief is the worst
With
of
the
trades.
trades.
That's so funny. And I kind of called him out when he sent me the first trade. It's funny that Kev says that. And he goes, oh, well, every trade negotiation has in the starting point. It's like, but it doesn't need to be like a beat starting point that
Right.
nobody's going to accept the deal.
No, it doesn't need
Again,
to be
like
that.
unless you're a scrub. Even Tony, who's never been in the fantasy league before, wouldn't even contemplate some of
No.
these trade offers.
Never.
Like,
dude.
oh yeah, no,
Never,
go ahead,
dude.
go ahead,
Yeah,
send it
go ahead,
over.
dude. Go ahead. Yeah. Decline.
Have you got a bunch of trade offers or no?
I think I had one from maybe I forget who, but they ended up resending it. I forget who it even was or for, but no. But it used to happen when I did fantasy hockey all the time. You know, they always
And you get kind of
do.
pissed. Did you ever
Yeah,
used to like send one back that's even more ridiculous?
Even more ridiculous. Yeah. Like, come on, dude. What do you expect? Oh my god. There was a few years where I have Ovechkin too. So everyone's like trying to me like 5 guys for Ovechkin. It's like, what do I even do with 5 extra players? Like, I'm gonna have to drop half of them.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. And I hate when somebody's like hot, they want to do a deal.
Yeah.
But then it's like, okay, so I feel like for me, I don't want who you're offering, and it's like I don't want to give up who you want.
Right.
So it's like, why would I do this? Like, it
Yeah.
just
Like,
doesn't-
did you even look at my roster and see
Yeah.
what I would want? Or you
Yeah.
just want to give up these guys you don't care about is what you want to
No,
do?
that should be good.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And MLB the show that would work, right?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Matthew Ryan, it's called Great Gorge
Barnes,
Vernon, New Jersey.
Quarry.
Quarry.
What do you think the quarry is at the end?
I don't know. Is it a quarry? I know you can't see what I'm looking at.
I just
but
want to make
let's
sure
see,
it's
Great
real.
Gorge.
But we know Matthew Ryan's actually real, unlike Prefer, you know?
I guess apparently there was a Playboy Resort in Great Gorge.
You think that's why I had you look it up?
Oh yeah, it must have, dude. Great Gorge. Let's look up golf.
Speaking of golf, while Tony's looking that up, the alternate event, the Barracuda, coming from Lake Tahoe. Your leader yesterday, Ben Silverman, the Canadian, picking up at 19 points in the Stableford modified scoring. He's 2 points ahead of Kelly Craft. Nate Lashley has 15 points, Sam Ryder with 14, and S.H. Kim with 14 as well.
Wow.
Nick Dunlap's in this field.
Nick Dunlap, really?
12 points, tied for ninth.
Let's see. Book a tea time. Let's see what we got going on here.
Matthew Ryan also saying the course is called Quarry. It's
Okay, because there's a bunch of
in
them.
Great Gorge. Course, it has 3 9s, Lake Rail. So look, this seems like a legit course, no?
Yeah, it does. It does seem like a
There we
legit
go.
course.
So that's awesome, though. Honestly, 45. I mean, a lot of people can't do that.
Looks
honestly.
like it's depending on the time in which you go, it's going to be around $80.
Wow.
Yeah. It looks really nice, dude. It's freaking huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 9s is dope.
Yeah, dude. It's good for him.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely good for him. I feel like I've been saying this all week, but right now,
Starving? Yeah, I was thinking about that, dude. I'm also hungry. I had a couple of Chips Ahoy when I got here. I don't know why I did that, to be honest, but I just needed to.
Yeah.
Came in.
You're going to pay for it later.
I guess. It's all right.
Cutting wedge for lunch?
Still never had it.
Wow. What do you think you're gonna have?
I don't know. Play it by ear. Maybe try and stretch out until later. Maybe do like an early dinner. Maybe some pizza before.
Wow. I mean, how are you
Yeah.
gonna stress that far? I feel like I could just rip through like
Oh my god, I know.
2
dude.
Gaetano sandwiches right now, honestly.
I haven't had Gaetanos in so long.
Neither have I,
dude.
dude.
And it's crazy because when I was living in Stratford, right near him, I used to go there all the time, dude. What do we got?
Matthew Ryan, Barnes, I challenge you a match on that course. I can dominate you on those courses. Wow.
There it is. I mean, it's a hometown course.
Anytime, any place.
I mean, after the Mets do make the wild card, I win that bet, Matthew Ryan, where you're gonna owe me dinner in Jersey. Maybe we can, arrange something, dude.
Yeah, no, let's arrange something. But I'm just thinking like Italian combo right now. Like, stop, dude.
Oh god, that's so good. The Stratford in Maine was the one I used to get.
Yeah, the Stratford and Maine is basically the
So
Kovac,
good,
but I think
dude.
you like the Stratford and Maine because there's no broccoli.
Yeah, it's like
rabe.
lettuce and roasted red peppers and.
Wait, I forgot the you don't like broccoli rabe, or you don't like broccoli rabe in sandwiches.
I don't like broccoli rabe at all.
Oh, at all.
Yeah.
Okay, and your mother
Loves it.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
just you're kind of like in your family. I'm saying like you're the only one that doesn't like it.
Yeah, I guess so. My brother doesn't really like it either. He doesn't really eat a ton of vegetables. My parents love it. Obviously, aunts, uncles, cousins.
But you
all like it.
love broccoli.
I love broccoli.
Yeah, garlic oil broccoli. I feel like Cavatelli or Gavanil with broccoli, garlic, and oil. Come on, though. Like it
so
is
good. No, it really is.
Yeah.
Oh,
like, and then you throw in some fresh Italian sausage.
I haven't had pasta in a while, dude.
Oh my god. I don't even know how I could focus right now. So I'm that hungry, honestly.
Really? That hungry?
Yeah, like I can't wait for my protein bar after this. That's gonna be so sick.
That sounds horrible, dude. Not gonna lie.
Fuck, dude.
What did you do last night for dinner?
I got the chopped salad with Cajun chicken, which is
Okay.
actually fire.
I'm sure it is fire.
From Cole House.
Right.
And I love the fact that there's sunflower seeds and avocado. I love some good avocado, but you don't like it.
No, avocado's trash, dude.
Two of my favorite things, I swear to God.
Broccoli rabe and avocado. Josh sent me a picture of like his taco the other night that he made, and it was like fucking 6 slices of
No,
avocado.
but I swear I
dude. Like, just stop
salivate
it, dude.
over avocado. I think
No.
it's so good.
It's disgusting.
Honestly. Unbelievable. Your mother? Avocado?
I'm actually not sure, to be honest.
Really?
I don't think I've ever really seen her eat avocado.
Wow. So there's never been like a homemade guac, like a taco night with some guac on the side?
No, yeah, my parents, maybe they're just indifferent or don't like it, but we've
Okay.
never even had it in the house.
Do you have taco night?
Yeah.
And but
No
you're
avocados.
just salsa.
Yeah, sure. Sour cream. I mean, what? I don't know.
What type of salsa? Like brand.
What
Or is there a
brand?
homemade?
Chi-Chi's? No, it's Chi-Chi's brand.
Okay, right.
Hot or mild, depending on your whatever. But thick and chunky is the way we like
But
it.
I feel like hot is definitely way better than mild.
Oh yeah, dude, of course.
Like
I like
growing up, I
spicy.
always said mild, but I think now mild sucks.
No, yeah, mild does suck. Definitely, like as I got older, established, the heat.
And I feel like me too. And I feel like
Mhm.
it's one of those things where yes, there are certain exceptions but for the most part, unless they're claiming it's like some world record of hotness, like the hot sauce that anybody can handle. It's not that
Yeah.
crazy.
It really isn't, dude. And honestly, like, not for nothing, like if you are using that, like, why are you even using that hot sauce if it's that like, one drop and you're like shitting yourself? Like, well, come on. Why would you want that?
No, and the one thing that is annoying though with like hot stuff is like with wings or salsa is like I feel like I just get the sweats so bad with that.
Mhm.
Like I need a fan blowing directly on me. Otherwise I'm
Yeah.
gonna be
Oh,
sweating
the
like crazy.
sweating definitely, dude. And restaurants are tough too, because it's like, especially if you're like drinking your water and you're out of your water, you gotta wait for a waiter to come around, but you're still trying to eat and your mouth is on fire. You know what to do. Stuff out there, dude.
It is. So we continue to monitor Royal Troon here. Kind of just looking, top of the leaderboard. I guess there's ties, so it's technically like the top 11. But out of the top 11, Tony, who do you like here?
The top 11.
So through the ties in 7.
Yeah, through ties through 7. So I mean, looking at that, you obviously got Scotty, you got Xander, Patrick Cantlay, of course, Bryant's Justin Rose, Lowry. I know. I mean, again, with you look at these names, and I mean, I guess maybe you want to have confidence in Scotty, honestly, but I mean, I don't know. It's so tough to try and dictate this. especially with the way
Renee
the
is in the
weather.
building.
Yeah, I saw her side eye her way over there.
I
over
think
in
I
here,
think she
dude.
has an acai
Stop
in the
it.
hand.
No, dude.
Dude, aren't acai so good, dude?
Nothing, dude.
I thought it was hilarious. I knew what you were gonna say, but when I asked you if like that was a theme in your family's household.
I know. I just said probably Sky's not gonna win,
but
but
now you're gonna say out of all these guys.
I mean, out of all these guys, really. But honestly, what do I know? I would never have guessed that Shane Lowry would be your leader right now.
I mean, Xander's lurking 6-pack.
He's a bum though. He'll blow it Sunday if he is close.
You really think he's a bum?
I do think he's a bum.
Why is that?
I don't know. Maybe just because of the time
Matthew
I started.
Ryan, who is Renee? Like, has he not been alive for?
Oh, come
like,
on,
since
dude. He knows Renee.
He's probably started drinking already.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe he smartened up a little bit. Started drinking, you know. The girl who gives you the side eye. Yes, that's Renee. You've seen her before on camera. You heard her yesterday, even about the acai, dude.
Yeah.
Come on, Matthew. But all right, fine. Just give me Scotty. I'm just, I guess.
Really?
I guess, right? I mean, come on. Who else? Like I said,
Billy?
Billy Horschel. I don't know. Again, if anyone is gonna like figure it out, the fact that Scotty is lurking after back-to-back 70s, I feel like tomorrow he's gonna shoot a 66.
If he's on the right side of the draw.
Yeah.
Which I guess would be the afternoon wave. But yeah, this wind is crazy. I think for me, honestly, there's a caveat here, and he did just par number 10. If Rose can just remain even these last 8 holes and finish in the clubhouse at 4 under, I like him. You know, and listen, Lowry's having a great tournament, but Rose lurking, Tony. I really think that's a storyline here.
Yeah. And I'm sure what his round 2 is through what 10 it says?
Through 10 holes. And he's minus 2.
Okay, he's minus 2 right now. Yeah, I guess.
43 years old, been a pro since 98.
So you think that 4 under at the end of this tournament could win it?
No, but I'm saying for him to, I think the
remain
winner,
even, right?
now that we, you know, it'll probably be just about around 10, 8, 9 under. I think between 8 and 10 under will win. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. You know, again, I think, you know, I know there's a couple guys here who shot in 65, 66, but I mean, again, amongst these leaders, I mean, I'm looking at 2 guys actually that have only shot that. So I would imagine you're probably right around, you know, maybe even, you know, 7 under, honestly.
Really? Yeah. It depends on how the weather. Have you seen an updated forecast for the weekend?
Updated? No. Have you?
No.
Well,
I think it's international. Then I don't know what part of Scotland this is. I know I could just look it up.
Troon, South Ayrshire, Scotland.
Did Jay said it's far or no?
I think it was like a 5-hour drive, dude. Like,
okay.
Come on, Jay. Like, you fucking kidding me, dude? AccuWeather here. Let's see.
Let's take a train.
Saturday, which is tomorrow, a couple of afternoon showers, it says.
Okay.
About, I think 90%. I don't want your ads, please. This is tough here. Wow, wind gusts up to 17 miles per hour. Let's see. Rain gear may come in handy, it says, for the golf tournament. Let's see. It looks like in the morning you may have like an hour and a half. It says of some drizzling. Afternoon. I don't know why this website has to like load everything like this. This is kind of weird. Afternoon. Cloud covers 100%, 86% humidity. Looks like just a couple of showers scouted throughout the afternoon tomorrow, which isn't terrible, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like, again, not ideal at all. But a couple scattered showers. I mean, I don't know, man. If you're a golfer, do you think that it's better to just play through some scattered showers or like have a rain delay and then come back in when there's no rain at all?
I think they want ideal conditions, but if it was me, if it's a little drizzle,
power through it.
Yeah, exactly. Right? And I feel like because then the greens are really slow, so you can kind of hammer it. You know, I don't know. But actually, I don't really like slow greens. Like, would you rather have really fast or really slow?
I mean, I just feel like fast greens are more of the norm. So it's like if I have a really slow green, that would kind of really like jam me up a little bit.
You'd miss all these easy putts because you're just barely hitting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And what do you think too about maybe, you know, he's 5 back, Billy, Any
Billy
chance?
Horschel?
Any chance? I mean, he's been on tour a while. Does he have a puncher's chance here?
I would give him a puncher's chance. I mean, he's in the race right now,
Yeah.
right? I mean, how do you not? Any one of those guys. I think it could happen. And like you said, a veteran, been around a while, has probably seen tournaments where he had to fight through some scattered showers.
Yeah.
So he probably understands a little bit more than some of the young guys. So, which again, I mean, I don't think there's a lot of young guys like that are being competitive right now.
Besides Daniel Brown.
That's what I mean. Like, and I guess, I mean, Scotty is, I guess you could gauge him as young, obviously.
I mean, he's almost 30 though. So he's,
but still, he's not 50. Exactly. He's not 22 here, you know? So, it is pretty interesting. Tough conditions, I guess.
So Billy, 37 years old, turned pro in 2009, 8 career wins. 4 top 10s, 24.
He's how long he's been pro on the tour? Forever?
He turned pro in 2009.
Oh, okay. He has 8 wins. So 9.
But not, it's a respected career. I mean, not a lot of guys can do that.
That's true.
And he had his first win in 2 years at the Corrales Punta Cana Championship, which got him into this tournament. Tom Kim hitting a wedge in here. Looks like the wind is swirling. I don't know if he likes this. Is it okay? That is off the back. Boy, it looks dark. Everybody's bundled up. This is going to be a grind, Tony.
I mean, I guess we expected it though at this point, dude. We knew the weather was coming. Scotland here.
Yeah. It's crazy though that they can't just have 4 days in a row of 65 sunny. It's not even possible. I mean, does Jace I know England's a little different than Scotland's, but does he say? I mean, is it
cloudy?
Always very
cloudy. Yeah.
And there's not at all. There's no bright and sunny. You can't go tanning.
I mean, I don't know about the tanning part. He has mentioned that the sun does come out, but like he said that it's really cloudy.
And does it even get to 80 degrees?
Oh, I don't know. I would think so. Come on, right?
But right now maybe it's a different season there or no?
I don't know. Let's look up some weather in London. It's 87 there right now.
Okay, so I guess
there we go.
But Scotland's different, right? I'm guessing that's what the scenario is there.
Yeah, Scotland's a little different, and it seems like that part of Scotland too. You're on the coast, right? So you're probably getting the cold fronts that come in from the ocean, dude, the rain, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Typhoons.
Crazy stuff, honestly.
Yeah,
crazy stuff. So yeah, we will keep a mindful eye out here. But while we are doing that, let's go to the world of Major League Baseball.
What a play! Stop it! Yep. And Alonso cracks one of the Mets win the ball game. Out of sight.
And it works at 100 miles an hour. 14 strikeout.
Too deep to left field. There it goes. See ya.
All right. And Rolex just had an outstanding commercial for the Open showing both Tiger and Jack doing the tip of the cap, the wave to the crowd at the bridge at St. Andrews. Those are always iconic moments.
That's great.
Rolex. And there's only one out of 30 Major League teams. One team will have an iconic moment come this fall. What team will it be? We find out as the second half begins today. Port Chocks, how hyped up are you?
I am actually really hyped, dude. It kind of was. I don't. Again, that All-Star break. It just hit a little bit extra hard this year. I don't know what it was, but stoked to have baseball back. Stoked to be back in the fantasy. Stoked to be back in the frenzy. I'm excited to see some Mets play too. Let's go, dude. Big second half for the Mets. A lot to talk about. A lot of work Stearns needs to do. So I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Is at the end of the day, I'm sure some of it depends on the play. What these next. I can't believe there's only 11 days till the trade deadline.
I guess the 30th. Yeah.
It doesn't seem right.
It doesn't seem right.
But I mean, do you think the record over that period of time will dictate how many guys go? Or are you still, regardless of the rate of play, expecting Stearns to get rid of anybody he can that he's going to get some type of return for?
I don't know. I mean, I still think regardless, he's going to get rid of anyone and everyone.
Anybody
Anybody to get returned.
So they sweep the Marlins. Alonso still at the door.
Probably, yeah. I would
Wow.
say so. Yeah. So you have the Marlins, you have the Yankees, obviously, and then the Braves. And then I think maybe like the Twins when the deadline hits. So obviously big series. I mean, Marlins, we talked about the Marlins sucking. You're expecting the sweep, so that's huge. Yankees are going to be competitive. Braves are going to be competitive. So, you kind of have, back-to-back series right there leading up to the trade deadline that are going to be super important. Either way, whether you're keeping guys or sending guys. But I still think at the end of the day, if you win those series, you're still getting rid of guys. You have to.
I don't know why I feel like they're going to get or Cohen even, and I know he doesn't like to meddle, whatever. I can see him getting caught up in the moment a little bit with like a Marlins sweep. Not to say that they're going to go buy somebody, but I could see him maybe not being so like just trading everybody, where it's going to be kind of an in between thing. I could see that happening.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, again, there's no reason for you to keep guys. I mean, no offense to JD, but like him, I mean, like Taylor, like Iglesias, these guys are older than 30.
Older than 35 in some cases.
Yeah, exactly. In some cases. And like next year, like, yeah, they could be good, but it's like, again, like your goal is to win the World Series. They're probably not going to be a part of that team. There's no way. It's going to take too long. It's going to take probably at least another 2 seasons until you probably figure it out. So, like, is it like you got to get these guys out now while they have value?
Right. Yeah. No, I mean, I definitely agree with you. Now, is there one player in particular that you're thinking about trading that if he's not traded, that would stand out to you? As Brown actually picks up a birdie here, so now he's one shot back of Lowry. Rose still at 4 under through 10, Brown through 16. Is there one player that you're going to be real pissed if he's not moved? Like, does anybody like really stick out that it's like, what the hell are we doing if we keep him?
Like in terms of like his value is high now, trade him, or
just that you just feel like now is the time, like you have to trade him.
I feel like it would be like Iglesias or Taylor.
Okay.
Because those guys are good now, and
they're gonna taper.
They're definitely gonna taper.
Yeah.
And although it's great that these guys came, to New York and made an impact, but again, like it'd be better if we had a great rotation, a great bullpen, and that we could be competitive in the postseason. Like if we were, 15 games over 500 right now, and they'd be great pieces to cement, a World Series winning team. That's what they are, at the end of the day. So it's like we don't have that foundation yet. So those guys have to be gotten rid of. I'm not sure their deals. I guess I should look at their deals first, but
yeah, I think Quintana's on the last year of his deal.
Yeah, what about Quintana
Minaya? Is he on a 2-year deal?
I think it is.
Severino signed a 1-year deal.
Mm-hmm. Oh, let's look at Sean.
You know what? A name, maybe just the contract's too big, but nobody's mentioning Diaz.
Definitely because of the contract.
Yeah, but even with if it was possible though, like you would be in favor of that. But you just think no one's going to bite on $20 million a year for a closer?
I mean, it depends. I mean, again, if you're getting rid of him, I mean, ironically enough, like he is your one of the better bullpen pieces. So it's like
for a limited return, you'd rather keep him, is what you're saying.
Exactly, dude. For limited return, you'd rather keep him. Why can't I?
Spotrac?
Right? Yeah, that's what I normally. Let's see. Yep, there it is. Let's see. Lindor, we know. Nimmo, Diaz. Yeah, dude, geez. 5 years, $102 million through 2028. That deal. Wow, Marte's getting a lot of money too. 4 years, $78 million.
Is he on the last year of his contract?
It says it ends in next season, after next season, 2025.
I don't know if you could really trade him. I don't think anyone's going to really bite.
No one's going to bite. 33 years old and perpetually injured.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude.
Speed guy, too, on top of it.
Yeah, like he's not. And, dude, again, the outfield play, I really garbage. He's garbage. Sever, we talked about the 1 year. Quintana, this is his last year. Minaya, he has one more year after this, getting paid $14 million. I mean, I don't know, man. JD, maybe look at even moving Bader. I mean, he was on a 1 year deal. I don't know how much people would want him, but I mean, he's done well for the Mets.
A waiver player last year. You know,
He's done well this year.
he has.
Yeah. Let's see what else. Hauser was a 1 year, but what are you really do for him? Again, I mean, he's been blown up out of the bullpen. Probably no one's gonna want Ottavino. Diekman should be gone, dude.
Yeah.
Tired of Diekman. Taylor was the 1 year. Yeah, definitely got to get Taylor out of there. Iglesias also 1 year, 1 million. Trade him for real. Terrence, I mean, I don't know. I would maybe keep him around. I mean, I don't know if there's a market for him. He's a backup catcher right now. It's been hitting really well, but again, I mean, if teams are interested, I would probably definitely deal him if they want. And I guess that's really it at that point. At least people of value anyway. Because again, Diekman, Garrett, I'd love to see gone, but they're garbage. Like they're probably just gonna like, DFA'd or something.
Now for the Yankees, I've felt that they need one infielder and one reliever, but both upper echelon type guys. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I would agree, right? I mean, you definitely need that, like a utility player, right?
Yeah, somebody who plays second or third, because I think those are your two weakest positions. And you could argue, I guess, third is more weaker, despite the concerns about Glaber. Maybe you have Peraza fill that spot as well. But
it's so funny, dude, because I mean, Jose Iglesias is a very solid second baseman.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just think like regression to the mean scenario. Though.
You think second half regression though?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think if you put him on the Yankees, if you put him in a ball club that wants to win, great roster. I mean, he's definitely risen to the occasion since he started over McNeil. Like he wasn't great in his like plug and play type of scenarios, but once he got starts under his belt, he was hitting really well.
Yeah, I feel like I want more of an impact bat though,
Yeah, no, I see you. I mean, but you're definitely getting a huge uptick on the defense, dude. I mean, geez.
I mean, the only it's annoying. You mentioned his name yesterday, Christopher Morel, 18 home runs, but his average is like 200.
Yikes!
But you think it just because of the average you can't, or?
I mean, again, Iglesias is batting well over 300. Right
I
now.
know. But I feel like a power guy too, just because we need to score more runs. I mean, obviously the tables that are helped.
Yeah, but come on, dude. 18 home runs.
But I think you're trying to. I forgot what was our trade with Iglesias. Do you remember?
I don't remember.
But you know what I'm talking about.
I thought we were talking about Alonso.
No,
it was Iglesias
deal.
Some pitcher, and you're like, even that's too much, dude.
Victor Gonzalez.
Gonzalez.
Yes.
Yep.
I will do that.
I will do that. Yes.
But you know what I'm saying. It's like, dude, we're looking to, and also too, Tony. I mean, let's be realistic. Even if we do get Mason Miller, because I'm saying 2 impact reliever infielder, Iglesias is not enough for this offense. If you really want to win the World Series, just Iglesias to this offense is not enough.
No, I guess not just Iglesias, but I feel like you need a first base. Well, I guess Ben Rice. Ben Rice is going to be a guy.
Let him play it out for sure.
Who I don't know. Who can you fill in at third? Then I guess.
Isaac Paredes.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Rays probably aren't going to sell. Vladdy at first.
And then Ben Rice.
Ryan McMahon, I don't like.
No.
I'm just looking for like kind of potential names. No on Correa, and no on Matt Chapman. Jake Cronenworth, I don't think so. So I just feel like I don't know. It doesn't seem like there's like a ton of guys, Jazz Chisholm, I don't know, 249 hitter.
Could play the infield, but I don't think he's played the infield in over a year, right?
Yeah, I mean, he could do it. Muscle memory.
You think so?
But also, too, I mean, do you think they need power, or you would focus on the contact?
I would focus on the contact.
Because Stanton back.
And I feel like, I think that's kind of where they've been shifting towards a little bit. You don't want to just like overload your lineup with power batters. I mean, you're going to end up striking out a lot, I feel.
Yeah. But do you agree though? I mean, that's what you got to do. I mean, it's the infielder, it's the reliever. I mean, that puts him square in the conversation.
Absolutely. And honestly, yeah, infielder reliever, one and one would be great.
Because I feel like the starters, like the top will separate themselves. I mean, obviously, you could rely on Cole, and I think it's just a matter of, is Heel your number 2? Is Strowman your number 2? Is Nestor your number 2? What does Clark do when he comes back? I mean, you have options.
Exactly, dude. And bullpen pieces are so important in the postseason. I mean, it's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, and Heel really could be a good reliever too. I just don't know if they want to, jerk him around like that.
Yeah, I don't know, but again, like you said, you have options. So, like you have options within the club. I don't think bringing in a starter would be that necessary, dude.
So this is going to be a little difficult, but I think we need to do it just to kind of hit the ground running second half, kind of throwing you off guard here, Tony. I think we go back to just for today,
the
full on baseball frenzy.
First time in a long time, Brian. Let's freaking go. A lot of games today. Obviously, it's Friday night. It's July 19th. And it is the second half of the 2024 MLB season, dude. And we're starting early and often here. 2:20 p.m. Cubs, D-backs, Chicago, Wrigley. The Cubs -150. Over under, not sure right now. I would imagine it's somewhere in the ballpark. No pun intended, 8.5. It is 7.5. Brian, what do you got here? Ryan Nelson, Justin Steele is the matchup. You mentioned Morel.
And also I've been on the fade Reen Nelson. I think this goes under, though. I think these offenses have been finicky. So I'm going to say Cubs 5-2. Morel, a 3-run homer in the 5th. Cubs in the under.
Cubs and the under. I love that call. Nelson, great fade spot. But I guess we'll start off this frenzy with me going against you, dude. Give me the D-backs. I'm expecting a heavy second half from them. Maybe Nelson turns it around. I want Steele to get popped. I say D-backs in an 8th inning 3-run dinger from Ketel Marte. D-backs win 6-4. D-backs, and you're over there, Brian. Let's go next game here now, 6:40 p.m. Pittsburgh, the Pirates taking on the Phillies, PNC Park. We know about Aaron Nola killing it this year. 11-4 record. Phillies have been killing it. 3.38 ERA against Martin Perez. Over under 8.5. Looks like the Pirates are -140 here. Regular season series is tied at 2.
The Pirates or the Phillies?
Pirates are +140.
Oh, they said -140.
Oh,
I was like, how the hell would
imagine
they be favored, Tony, with a batting practice pitcher? No way in the hell would I ever take the Pirates in this scenario. Give me the Phillies, best record in the majors. Hopefully a rematch of the 2009 World Series with the Yankees coming in the fall. But for right now, it's the Phillies 10 and the Pirates 4. So it's the Phillies and it's the over.
Absolutely love that call. Brian Reynolds, big fan of him there from the Pirates. I think he gets a first inning solo shot off of Nola, but the Nola goes 6 scoreless after that. Phillies go on to win this game. I'm going to say 7-1, which puts the Phillies and the under, Brian. Next game, 6:45 p.m. Let's go Nationals here. We know about Washington and taking on the Reds. Brian's dark horse second half team in Cincinnati here. We have Frankie Montas on the bump against Patrick Corbin. Over under 9.5, Brian.
Wait,
Washington +105.
Patrick Corbin's pitching? Doesn't that mean you automatically take the other team in the over? Oh, yes, it does. Give me the Reds. Ellie De La Cruz, 6 in Grand Slam. 8-4 Reds over the Nationals.
Totally agree here. Both these pitchers batting practice. I say close to the game, though. Reds end up winning 9-8. So give me Reds in the over there as well. Next game here is chugging along in the usual spot, 7:05 p.m. You want to say the Yankees to last, or you don't care?
I mean, you're imagining them, so let's go. Let's
freaking go Yankees right now. Tampa Bay, you know the deal in the Bronx. The pitchers, Zach Eflin, which I've heard some murmurs of being a target potentially for the Mets, believe it or not, though he does suck. I wouldn't even want him at all. Garrett Cole on the bump here. Needs a good one here, Brian. Over under 8.5. Yankees -175. What do you expect here?
Yankees victorious 5-2. Cole, 7 innings of 2-run balls, striking out 9. It's the Yankees and it's the under. Let's start the second half on a strong note. Let's go Yankees!
I totally agree here, though, with the Yankees and the under. I think Cole dialed in Maybe even the Yankees lineup struggling a little bit. Top half of the game, Eflin coasts through 3, but then gets popped. Yankees just win this one. I don't know. I'll say 5-2. Yankees and the under as well. Let's go next game now over to Apple TV. Watch out, Toronto at the Rogers Center. Blue Jays taking on the Tigers. First game here of this 3-game set. You know the deal. Chris Bassett, format great. Jack Flaherty on there for the Tigers. Similar pitchers, similar records, similar ERAs. Over under 7.5. Toronto -120. What do you got here, dude?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like either team, but I'll go with the Tigers. I think, Flaherty's pitched better. And the Blue Jays, I don't know. Something's rotten in Toronto. I don't know what it is, but it's the Tigers and it's the under. Tigers 3-run over the Jays.
I love the Tigers. Actually, I don't love the Tigers. I'm going to take the Blue Jays. Give me Chris Bassett. Why not? Second half, well rested. Maybe a good start here against a lowly offensive Tiger team. Don't like either team, though, to be honest. Give me the Blue Jays. What do you have, over or under? Do you have over? You have the over? You have the under.
I have the under.
Give me the Blue Jays and the over. They win.
Blue Jays
5-4,
looks real good.
dude.
Too.
Dalton
Next
Varsho, 3-run dinger. Fans team, let's freaking go. Next game, 7:10 p.m. in Miami as the Marlins take on the Mets, Brian. We have Cabrera, who's going to be on the bump. Not too sure.
Gelbson
Edward
tweeted
Cabrera.
out.
What?
No, for the Mets. Our MLB app doesn't show who's starting. Oh, it's Mania.
It's Mania.
I don't know why the MLB app doesn't show.
Weird.
ESPN
Did.
Over
For
under
sure.
is
8.5. What do you have here, Brian?
I don't do this often, but just for you, buddy. You can start the second half on a winning note. Give me the Mets winning this game 5-1. The Mets and the under.
So unenthused, but I love the call, dude. Mets and the under. I don't know. I think I'm going to take the over here for the Mets. I think Mania, who we've seen have some good outings, obviously, but struggled a little bit, but will eat up some innings out of the bullpen to maybe lock it out. Mania here maybe goes 7 innings, 3 earned runs, maybe 6 innings, 3 earned runs, around there. I think Mets score 6 on their own, though. Mets win 6-3, so Mets and the over. Keep it chugging along here. Just several more games left, Brian. After the Mets, 7:10 p.m., back to Apple TV, the Guardians, Progressive Field, Bibby versus Waldron of the Padres. Cleveland here, -150. Low-key good team. Over under 7.5. What do you got?
Yeah, give me the Guardians. On paper, Padres should be a lot better. They're not. Matt Waldron, the knuckleballer, who knows how that plays out in Cleveland. Maybe there's some wind like they're playing at Royal Troon. But give me the Guardians and the under. I'm going to say they will win this game 4-2.
I love that pick right there. Guardians and the under. No, I'm going to say Guardians and the over. Another over for me. Guardians 6-5. Knuckleballer, no thank you. Next game, 7:20 p.m. in Atlanta, Truist Park. The Braves taking on the Cards, okay? It is Sonny Gray, Brian, who's getting the first start of the second half of the Cards against Spencer Schwellenbach, who's had a little upsy-daisies type of start, 3-4 in the year, 4.43 ERA. I'm sure he would want it a little bit better for the young buck. Sonny Gray, Cy Young, over under 7.5. Braves still favored at -125. What do you got?
New team, second half.
Cards?
Gray, big spot, popped. Braves 8-4 over the Cards. The Braves in the over.
New team, second half. Braves taper. Sonny Gray deals 7 scoreless. My fans team, let's freaking go. Cards win this one. I'll say 3-1. Cards and you're under for that one, Brian. Next game, 8:05 p.m. Now, the Rangers taking on the Orioles. Rangers could help out the Yankees here by beating the Orioles. Corbin Burns, though, on the mound, killing it this year. Eovaldi on the mound for Texas, also killing it. Over under 7.5. Texas, obviously the underdog at home, +105. I don't know, man. What do you got on this game right here?
Rangers,
Brian,
new team, second half. Orioles, same team we saw, can't score. Rangers 6, Orioles 1. Rangers in the under.
Wow, good for you. Good for the Yankees here. Next game, the Royals.
Or you're not going to take a pick?
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I didn't see myself here. I would say the Rangers, better second half team too. I agree. And then pitchers duel, Rangers under. Give me Simeon, bottom of the ninth, walk off homer.
Wow.
My fans team.
1-0.
Let's go, dude. 2-1. All right, let's go. 8:10 p.m. here, Kansas City, Kauffman Stadium. The Royals taking on the White Sox. Flexen versus Waka, Kansas City -2 hundo. Over under 8.5 here, Brian. So far, Kansas City notably leads this series 6-1.
Michael Waka had a really impressive run of starts, kind of got knocked around last start, returned to dominance this start, 6 scoreless innings, 2 teams that don't score much, Royals in the under.
Wow. I do appreciate that. The under call, great call there. 2 teams that score a lot. Royals under, White Sox trash. 27-71. Good gosh, dude. But next game here, 8:40 p.m., Colorado Coors Field. Speaking of lack of offense, we have the Rockies at home taking on the Giants. It's Kyle Harrison on the mound for the Giants against Cal Quantrill for Colorado. Again, similar to pitchers matchup here. Over under at Coors is, of course, 10.5. What do you have here?
Giants in the under. Giants, new team, second half.
Really?
5-3 in Denver.
I don't know. Give me Cal with a pretty decent start here. Obviously, also have offense still here though, but I do give the Rockies the dub. Giants taper. Over under was 10.5. I say Rockies win this game. I'm going to say 5-4, honestly. So Rockies in the under. Next game here, just 3 left. I can't believe we're almost there here. 9:40 p.m. The West Coast Athletics taking on the West Coast Angels in Oakland. It's an undecided out there for the Angels against J.P. Sears, dude, on the mound for the Athletics. Over under 8.5. Both teams suck. Toilet bowl. Series is tied at 3 so far on this season. Over under 8.5, dude. What do you got?
JP Sears potentially auditioning for teams before the trade deadline. 7 scoreless innings. A's win 2-1. Walk-off home run. Brent Rooker. A's in the under.
I know it's a tough pick here. Good God, dude. You said A's in the under. Give me Angels and the over, Brian. Why not do the undecided? The JP audition. Doesn't matter. They both get popped. Angels come out on top. And I guess it is, I don't know, a Taylor Ward bases clearing double that puts them up top. Angels win this game 7-5. Next game, only 2 left. Let's go. Your 2 favorite teams here. The Red Sox are at Dodgers Stadium in L.A., Brian. 10-10 Nesson. Gavin Stone for the home team. Nick Pivetta for Boston. Dodgers -145. Over under is 8.5, Brian. What do you forecast?
Dodgers tapered first half, new team, second half. Ohtani, not 1, not 2, but 3 home runs in this game. Dodgers all over the Sox at Chavez Ravine, 12-5. It's the Dodgers, and it's the over.
Love the Dodgers call. I'm going to say the under, though. Pitchers do, I think, Pivetta Stone. It's going to be Ohtani with that bottom of the 9th, walk-off dinger. Okay, Freeman, big night, maybe 3 for 4, couple ribbies. But Dodgers win this game. I'm going to say 4-2. So Dodgers and the under, Brian.
Next game, last game, final game?
There is one more game, dude.
Well, you said 3 games, you say 2, and then you go, wait, there's one more game?
One more game. What am I doing here? We're going to normally Dodgers last game, 10-10. But wait, Seattle, T-Mobile Park, dude. The Astros taking on them here. You have Brown on the bump against Luis Castillo. Both pitchers, I guess Castillo got picked it up. Maybe second half of that first half doesn't really matter, though.
Brown,
because
start to the
over,
season.
under 7.5. Seattle -115. What do you see? Hunter Brown, second half of the season. What do you got?
Second half of the first half, Hunter Brown hot. So are the Astros. Mariners can't hit. Give me the Astros. I'm going to say Alvarez, 4th inning grand slam. Astros 5 and the Mariners 2. It's the Astros and it's the under.
I love the Astros call up the under. I think Seattle, like of offense, like you said. Houston, good. Castillo, also good. So that's why you'll see the Astros winning this game 4-2 for me.
And just like that, that is your full-on baseball frenzy. What a way to begin the second half of the Major League Baseball season.
Wouldn't have done it any other way, even though I'm lead-headed now.
Throw a little scratchy, not gonna
Definitely.
lie.
It's been a while since we've done that.
Yeah.
And in a deep frenzy.
Yeah.
Deep.
It seems like, you know what that felt like? It felt like Chris Berman doing the 2-minute drill.
Yeah. Whoop!
What is it? The fastest 2 minutes? Chris Berman's fastest 2 minutes.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Look it up, honestly. Right
Chris
now.
Berman's fastest
Right
2
now.
minutes?
As Tom
let's see,
Kim
Chris.
walks down the fairway with Bryson and Ludwig Aubert. Brown is in the clubhouse at 5 under, shooting a 72, 1 over today. Justin Rose has picked up a bogey, so he moves to -3 here through 12 holes. So Rosie will look to get one back here. His remaining, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 6 holes.
Also, by the way, Berman did the fastest 3 minutes, and he also did the 2-minute drill.
So, but currently, do you think it's the 2-minute drill? Chris Berman's 2-minute drill, I feel like, right?
I don't know. I think I'm looking at Chris Berman's fastest 3 minutes, and this is
No, it's the fastest 3 minutes. It's definitely
Fastest 3 minutes,
at
yeah.
the Monday Night Football.
Monday Night Football.
halftime.
Yeah, that's fastest 3 minutes. Yeah.
Your thought on the fastest 3 minutes? I love it.
I do love it. Energy is always there from Berman. You got to appreciate that, and it's just great. It's entertaining at its finest.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and go ahead. No, I was to say, like, you don't often also get that out of like broadcasting today,
Right.
Something like that where it's strictly highlights, because obviously you see the highlights on social media, but to see the fastest 3 minutes, to see honestly even Bill Pito do the Audi MSG 150, those are great. Where it's just high energy for a short amount of time, and it's just ripping plays. And it's just, I love that kind of action. It brings me back to old school ESPN.
Just literally was in my head. I was saying to myself, old school ESPN.
I mean, that's what it was, dude, back in the day.
Yeah.
It was sick, dude.
I feel like, though, at least I could say the specific sport networks have taken over that, though. Like, where they're still very strong. MLB Network, NFL Network, NHL Network.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Who cares about NBA TV?
No
Obviously.
one. Nobody. And honestly, even like local news stations do that pretty well, too, where they just rip highlights.
Yeah.
And I love that, dude.
Bloodline aside, what's your thoughts on MLB Network, though? Good job or no?
Yes, they do a phenomenal job. MLB Tonight is entertaining. All their shows are so good, dude.
Billy
Now, dude. Oh my God, yeah.
Mark DeRosa,
Bill Ripken, DeRosa. Ro Flo is great. Howard Reynolds is great. He hosts MLB Now.
Who is it?
Robert Flores.
Oh, who used to be on
ESPN. Huge gamer too. Does Twitch streams, games, whatever. Great guy. Lauren Shahadi is awesome.
Brian
dude.
Kenny ripped or no?
BK. I don't know, dude. Bit of a prima donna, almost like Bob Costas, like. Dude,
who's worse though?
Costas, yeah. But Kenny is always like the back in the day, the guys out at the park, dude. Yeah. Mickey Mantle, you know, he gets a little poetic sometimes. But I mean, BK does know his stuff. Though.
Top 5 right fielders right now. Billy, give him to me. Come on, Bill.
Dude, Bill Ripken, dude. That guy is
hell of a guy.
Yeah. He's out there, dude. But entertaining. Pedro, great job too. Obviously, Leiter does okay.
Leiter, I think, is good.
That Leiter's good.
Yeah.
Smoltz is funny.
Smoltz is a chief.
Big golfer.
But like, go golf though. I feel like, you know what I mean? He doesn't need to be. I feel like he's too negative for being the color analyst for Fox.
Yeah, for color. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
In the studio, he's great.
I just feel like I don't have the patience for the negativity anymore, Tony. You know?
Yeah.
Over negative.
Yeah. He had good breakdowns. Him and Leiter used to do great pitchers breakdowns.
Yeah. But let Al handle it, honestly.
That was great.
Yeah. Josh B. Stuart Scott, the GOAT. Definitely was always a huge Stuart Scott fan growing up.
Yeah, I mean, how could you not be, dude? I mean, even if you didn't see him on Sports Center, you saw him on the commercial, Stump the Schwab, you know, he was even in a couple of movies, you know, cameos here and there, dude. He's great.
Yeah. It's so crazy that all that stuff transpired. So sad.
It really is.
He was such a legend, for sure. Those were the nostalgic days of ESPN growing up. And also too, I feel like obviously they've shifted away from like a daily baseball tonight, but those days of the daily baseball tonight with Ravitch, with Kruk, and with Reynolds, I feel like was very strong.
Very strong, dude. And oh my goodness, it was sick too, because it was just the fact that you had to get all of your sports like from one place. You know, it just made ESPN so dialed and just constant action. Like whenever you turn it on, there's always something that you didn't see before. Oh man,
Earning
the nostalgia, dude.
Yeah, so definitely
The
tough.
hunger.
You think about it. So update from the Barracuda, JJ Spawn picking up 6 points this morning. He is now 1 point behind Ben Silverman. Kelly Kraft hasn't teed off yet. Taylor Pendrith off to a good start with 16 points. We will see who wins at Lake Tahoe. No changes at the top here. At the Open Championship, wind still hollowing, and Shane Lowry still atop the leaderboard, 2 shots clear of the Englishman Daniel Brown. We mentioned the Rose drop shot, and just trying to see really anything else transpiring out on the course. Not really. Cut line is still +5. So it'll be interesting to see, if that ends up moving to +6. It may stay at +5.
What do you think?
I'm gonna say
Stays at +5.
no. I think there's so much carnage it goes to +6.
Wow.
Everybody just struggling,
And yeah, and still, we do have some weather rolling in apparently, right? Too. So
Yeah, Matthew Ryan, Yankees will dominate.
You think it's funny actually. I feel like he's taking your advice ever since. He's focused
Let's
more
go,
so on the
Matthew.
Yankees, not so much on the
Dialed
Mets,
in,
dude.
locked in, rock and rolling.
But see, now you are slipping, Matthew Ryan, and now the Mets will dominate. Okay, dude, dominate the second half.
Don't worry, nobody said that.
I said it.
No, but nobody else said it.
Actually, I don't know. Is Jerry Maguire?
Yeah, crazy, right?
You ever see Jerry Maguire?
No.
Somewhat regarded as a sports movie.
Yeah.
It kind of obviously there's like a romance undertone, but Tom Cruise, sports agent, Cuba Gooding Jr., wide receiver for the Cardinals, I believe. He's like a little older, struggling, trying to find a better contract, stuff like that. It's a pretty good movie.
Matthew Ryan back to his old ways. Mets suck. Tony.
Yeah,
Josh B. I'm guessing a quote from the movie. Show me the money.
Show me the money.
Over Barnes' right shoulder. And speaking of movies, 6 o'clock binge buddies tonight.
6 o'clock, yeah. Special time. We have a client coming in at 9 p.m. And we don't fucking stop working here, so we take that shit.
Will you be hammered?
Binge buddies.
Not while we're working.
Not while I'm working, obviously. Okay. However, it's a tight hour, 9 to 10.
Plenty of drinks at the Horseshoe after
10:01 p.m.
Staying up till 5
Beer
in the morning,
hand, dude.
Jeremy
Friday night,
Shop.
dude.
What's the latest at the Horseshoe, honestly, ever?
Probably like 2:30.
Yeah.
Like we close it down
With Jeff.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
With Jeff.
Jeff
Kyle.
always Friday, Saturday night?
Not always, but most of the time. Weekends are his bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, dude.
No, that's good stuff.
And I think actually we heard that they're switching on Sundays, him and Dean. So we're getting Dean back for the Horseshoe Sunday Sports Port now, it seems.
Wow.
Which is sick, dude.
Dean's riled.
Seeing Dean back, the birds, dude.
The birds. So Dean on Sunday.
Yeah.
Wow. Kind of crazy.
Kind of crazy, dude. But yeah, Binge Buddy, 6 p.m. Twisters, we saw it. The sequel, Mike and I talking about it. New Beetlejuice trailer out there. We'll have to talk about it actually this weekend.
Yes. So definitely check that out. Some rapid fire.
Some rapid fire news, dude. Of course, dude.
As well as Bryson, the last shot we're going to call here from the rough on number 6, headed towards the green and off the back, just in the second cut.
Just a bit outside.
So we will talk about who is your 2024 champion golfer of the year on Sunday. But I have to say, Tony, another great week of shows.
Can't believe it.
Really appreciate everybody who tuned in and continues to comment, like, and subscribe. All of the archives on the YouTube page, Tony, Michael, Renee, and Jay in costume. The merch at downtimetv.com. Want everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy the games, enjoy Binge Buddies. Let's go Yankees!
Let's go Mets!
And we will see you on Sunday.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.